This is just something I've been thinking of. It's been going through my mind over the last year as the United States seems to have gone completely insane with the Republicans throwing out any pretending to care about anybody but the rich, screwing people over left, right, and center, enacting laws or trying to enact laws that are human rights violations and wouldn't be allowed if they were put in Muslim countries. There'd be outcries for it. And yet here in the United States, well, there's protests and whatnot. It seems that all too often these things just get pushed through. You've got the Koch brothers trying to bring back segregation of schools using the same ways that it was referred to blacks and whites before. Now it's rich and poor. You've got people protesting against their tax money going to help poor and needy people. At the same time, their tax money is going towards paying off the richest people in the country even more money, or bailing them out of their problems they've caused or likely going to cause again. You got the entire system where Obama's constantly giving tax cuts to the rich at the time when the United States country can't even pay to help poor. And you got all these things just going on, and it seems to me that the United States is falling into this decay and it's going to get worse. And at this point, I don't know. I'm almost thinking Bachmann or Sarah Palin needs to win the next election. I don't want either of them to win, and I hate them. But the alternative is having 4 more years of Obama. Then what you're going to end up with is 4 more years of Obama, and in 2016, Republicans. And you're still going to get many of the Republican talking points and things they want passed through. If you get Bachmann or Sarah Palin to be president, they'll still get what the Republicans want, but people continue to see just how crazy and insane a lot of the Republicans are. And if it doesn't push people to fight back and stand up for themselves, in 2016, nobody's ever going to be voting Republican except for the real crazier people. And I don't know, I'm really disturbed and concerned about the United States. It seems to me like I said, that the Republicans have stopped pretending to care about anybody now. And it's all about just who can they screw over the most. I mean, I guess it's a bit of generalizing, but it seems that a lot of the laws that have passed or tried to be passed are just hurting anyone that isn't the elite rich. And this is the ironic thing, I disagree and I'm against the riots in the UK and I'm against the riots in the US. But with everything that's going on in the United States, I'm surprised there hasn't been uprisings or riots against a lot of the shit going on. And I'm pretty sure that the United States stays at the way it is, there will be an uprising if they're pushed hard enough. Because at the moment, I think it's sort of like the pot. The drop a frog in a boiling pot of water, it jumps out. They put it in a cold pot of water and let it boil. The frog won't jump out because it's grown used to the temperature over time, slowly. And it'll kill itself. And this seems to be what's going on in the United States. Rights have been taken away so slowly and progressively that it was only the last year where you've got so many people just yanking what little rights were left that people are starting to wake up and say, holy shit, what's going on here? And I don't know, I like to see the United States not fall. Not just because the rest of the world is going to run into problems if the United States falls, so I care about the people here. Care about the people in the United States that are going to be affected and are affected by these people and stuff that's going on. And people are going to have to stand up for themselves. They're going to have to make a choice. Are you going to continue to let yourself be hurt, or are you going to stand up? And one last thing. Maybe I am wrong on this, but on there's sort of this big debate of like about people who are poor are too lazy to get jobs, or too lazy to not be poor. They're just not hard workers. And well, many people have issues. I wonder if part of the whole thing of people not being motivated to get off welfare or whatnot has something to do with the fact that what's the use for a lot of these people? They get a lot of kids and people that are on welfare and poor had parents that were on welfare and poor, or worked hard and still ended up being poor. In some cases, were poor and still had to be on poor because they needed supplements on top of the money they got from their job. So there's got to be this sort of despair, I think, that a lot of people have, that there's no motivation to go up there and get a job and work 8 hours a day and still have to have food stamps, welfare, charities, and whatnot. If you can't get a job and get decent wages and stand on your own 2 feet, what motivation is there for people to get that job? That's what I think is a big issue here. I think I don't know if there's a real easy solution, except maybe increasing wages or helping, but I think that's part of what it is. People can only fail or have hard time for so long before they give up trying. And the way the United States is right now, I think it's become more and more people are going to give up trying to get anywhere in life when they climb up that hill, only to slide back down despite their best efforts. And this, to me, I think is the biggest tragedy with what's going on in the United States, that so many people lose hope and give up and stop caring because there is no motivation for them to try to care. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this. Maybe I've got it all wrong. Maybe I'm just rambling. But this is stuff I've been thinking about with the riots, all the shit that's been going on last year, and other things with the United States and stuff.